All right, we got the problem.
All right.
Hi, Kyler.
We should hear you. We should.
Should be good now. Is everybody hearing me now? But what are we seeing on? We're not seeing what are we seeing? We're seeing that to the left, right? Now oh yeah, I can switch that. But we got to run the open, David.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just teasing. You got. Now it's official. Good evening. It is Wednesday night. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. I know David's got a joke in. Let's get it. What's an iron worker's favorite ride at the State Fair of Texas? The Ferris wheel. Okay, I don't get what that word, it must mean something with iron, obviously. Hi, Marcy. Sound is back. I'm so glad to hear it. Ozone Action is what we're talking because, look, the air we were breathing today in San Antonio was unhealthy air for sensitive groups, okay? So when we go to a code orange, a level orange, that means that asthma sufferers, COPD, respiratory issues, even the elderly and the infants will have a little bit more of a labored breathing in daytime heating especially, because that's when we see the most ground ozone created. It's in afternoon heat. That's why we always say, if you're gonna put gas in your car, make it late at night or early in the morning. If you're gonna cut the grass, same hours. Try not to produce emissions during the heat of the day. Instead of your car sitting and idling, try to carpool, try to avoid drive-throughs and go inside. Hey, Hanak, Kyler, the weather is okay. That's a good way to put it, just okay because of air quality. So tomorrow's another Ozone Action Day. This will be the third day in a row that poor air quality is finding San Antonio. But this is really the reading tonight of unhealthy for sensitive groups. The level orange is the first time of the 3 days. So, well, I don't know about tomorrow. Hopefully it won't get worse. But here's how you spare the air. Again, reducing emissions during daytime heat. Speaking of daytime heat, we saw it again today. Look at Seguin and Gonzales, 97 this afternoon on October 1st, and they're flirting with 100 out there. So's Carrizo Springs. 95s on the Rio Grande, New Braunfels, 97 in Austin. 97 in Austin. We stopped at 93 in San Antonio. Not a record, but close. I mean, we're in the neighborhood 4 degrees away from an 1893 record. Talk about an old record high, 97. Stays in the books another year. 65 this morning, feeling fabulous, and here's why. The dew points remain the story, as they're nice and low-ish. I mean, low would be 20s and 30s, but with 50s, it's comfortable. And 50s are going to stay the case. I mean, we've got some moisture increasing tomorrow as dew points climb to the lower 60s, and another good pool of Gulf moisture. You can see that, you see that 66, 67 maybe Friday afternoon a little bit. So we're going to creep back in with some humidity over the weekend. But all in all, the humidity forecast is going to show us mostly 50s through the weekend into next week, with just a few, rises into those 60s, but not very many. I mean, Saturday it's close. Monday it's in there, but it's not bad. I mean, like I said, most of the time, dew points are staying comfortable in the 50s. All right, taking a look at the next 24 hours. So tomorrow morning, mostly clear skies, 66 to 67 starting our Thursday. Nice morning, then especially if you're waking up in Kerrville. I mean, right around 58 to 60 degrees tomorrow afternoon, mid-90s. Couple of sprinkles showing up on the Texas coast and maybe even near Floresville. Friday morning, a little bit warmer. Mid-60s are up in the hill country. We're closer to 70. And then maybe the lower 90s. Wait a minute, that's not the high of Friday. Let's get to the high hour. Let's stay in 90. That'd be nice. A little closer to seasonal average for Friday afternoon. Added cloud cover, added humidity, and you see a couple of isolated showers off to our east as the Gulf opens a bit. So here's what's happening. Our high is expected to drift west. That'll help, as the ridge over top of us is what prevents rain chances. What also produces more heat? What also produces poor air quality? Remember, high pressure sinking air. So what happens is you kind of trap, it's a sinking air motion in the atmosphere, you kind of trap the lower level pollutants. And then the winds, that's a big key. When there's a high pressure ridge, you don't get much wind. And because of that, we're not moving the air out. And so you need the calm winds, you need the temperatures high, and that's typically underneath a dome of high pressure or a ridge builds, and that's the kind of weather condition that unfolds. And so because of that, we've had rain-free forecasts, we've had poor air quality. Well, now with that high's out of the way, the Gulf opens and we start getting some rain chances in here. So that's good news. Let's go to the 14-day. There's really not much going on. From the Riverwalk, the KENS 5 exclusive 14-day forecast. Tomorrow's a weather impact alert because of the Ozone Action Day. So we're looking at the possibility of poor air quality. Make sure to take some precautions in daytime heat. If you have asthma, make sure your inhaler is within arm's reach. 92s will be popular through Tuesday. We'll take it through the weekend there. So we're staying above average, okay? I mean, hopefully if that model was right, got us down to 90 on Friday, that'd be cool. Well, not literally, but it'd be nice. 87 to 88 is the first sign of something seasonal, but that's not until October 12th and 13th, okay? That's a good ways from now. And a lot can change, but one thing's for sure, the rain chances aren't getting better than 20%, 10% starting next week. How do you ensure a doc gets a fair trial? Well, decided by a jury of his peers. Yes, indeed. That's awesome. Yeah, code red is unhealthy for everybody. That's when we're, staying inside almost, right? Because that's really poor air quality. Allergies crazy. Yeah, a little bit, Lynn. It'll be a minute, but it's the ragweed in the meantime. It's definitely the ragweed affecting you. Moderate today, so it moved down a little bit. I did, Lise. Oh, maybe when it wasn't audio time. Hi, Lise. Good to see you. What's going on, Hayden? How you doing? Hadn't seen you in a while. So there it is. I mean, Friday's looking good, Kyler. Warm. Maybe, like the computer model wants to go 90. I'm going to stay with 92. And really no big break in this weather pattern. Nothing significant anyway. No big cold fronts just yet. It would be nice to get some good, cool air, but we'll at least cool off a little bit by next week. All right? That's going to wrap things up, guys. Pretty quiet. Just again, pay attention to the air quality tomorrow. If you have asthma or COPD, try to stay inside during the daytime heat between 2 and 7. Okay? And again, do what you can to spare the air tomorrow of unneeded emissions. God bless you. Hope God's peace finds you where you are tonight. Love y'all. And we'll see you on KENS 5 News at 10.